What's up everybody, Capboard here, with another Dead by Daylight video going over the Skull Merchant's design preview that BHVR put out a day ago. Let's take a look at it. Now, Skull Merchant is a divisive killer who, regardless of her performance in a trial, carries a lot of history and strong feelings among players. Very true. Many players feel she's not fun to play against and her kit is exceedingly complex. Not necessarily agreeing with that there. I think she's pretty simple, but she's really not that fun to play against or to play as, personally speaking here. But yeah, as they're saying, this scares away potential killers from trying her and makes it difficult for survivors to consider counterplay without dedicated research. The counterplay is pretty easy to do. It's just sometimes with the drones and chase for like newer players, it's a bit harder because they don't know exactly what to do. You know what I'm saying? Alright, so we have drones 2.0 here. So, looking at this, Skull Merchant can deploy a stealth drone. She carries a total of 5. Already a slight bit of a nerf, but shouldn't be anything too impactful, obviously. Scans its immediate vicinity and provides intel back to her. After a short activation period, the drone gives off subtle audio and visual indications of the area being scanned, revealing any survivor on the radar who are caught by its 2 rotating detection zones. Importantly, we slowed the rotation speed slightly and toned down the visual intensity of these zones, moving the large scan lines to replace it with something more subtle. How about some people who are a bit sensitive, I guess? But overall, just make it a bit more easier to see. Namely, you'll see the direction of each detection zone as they rotate, but the detection zone itself is invisible. Fair enough. Well, I know that they had their supporters, the original scan lines were visually loud and often clash with the rest of the game's look and feel. The intent here is to strike between the bouncing game swords just enough info to assess the threat and not having to feel the overwhelming space and feeling whatever that word is to Dead by Daylight's visual identity. I do see that GIF down there. I'm very curious to see what it's going to be, but we have a little bit of text here, so let's get over that. Once a stealth drone has been active for a short period, Skull Merchant can choose to take control of the drones from a distance. During this time, she becomes undetectable as her controlled drone becomes the primary threat. The stealth drones move slightly faster than her base movement speed and consume a new resource in power, unique to each drone while being controlled. Cool, okay. Power is consumed slowly as the drone idles and slightly more is consumed while moving. Skull Merchant is able to use a burst of this power to activate drone propulsion. This power sends the drone flying forward at high speed relative to how long it was charged. Okay, so now we have this GIF right here, which I'm pretty sure is relating to the text right down there. Put simply, stealth drone go burn. Fair enough. Hitting a survivor with this drone propulsion causes them to lose a health state. If you hit a survivor or collide with an object during this action, the drone will be destroyed and return control to the Skull Merchant. Hey, that's pretty creative to me. I don't know what you guys feel, but that's pretty cool. You get to take control of the drones and you get to go Mwah. And all of a sudden that survivor lost a health state because skill shots, basically. And then what else do we have here? With these new stealth drones, we want to give players something that feels familiar, using drones to gather intel, but also opens the door for unique skill expression opportunities in repositioning drones and propulsion skill shots. Using technology to hunt or prey is core to Skull Merchant's identity, and it's important we stay true to that. Fair enough. And then we have opted to remove many of the background effects and hindered, haste, lock-on, cloud trap that were previously tied to these drones. Fair enough. Not mad at that. A lot of these were really like, I guess, added to the boring factor to the killer itself. Just made her a lot less fun to play as or against. Well, it makes it more fun to play as because you get to apply all of these to yourself and to the survivors, but as survivor it's kind of boring, you know? But yeah. Drone hacking. Like drones themselves, drone hacking returns with a greater degree of risk and reward. Like before, drones can be disabled by survivors by inputting a series of button presses while close. If a drone is disabled, Skull Merchant's aura is revealed to that survivor, providing useful intel. Okay, that's a little bit worrying because depending on how long that aura read is going to be for, that could give survivors a lot of intel. So if it's like 1 or 2 seconds, then that's not bad. But if it's like 5 seconds max, then we have a slight issue here. But there's probably add-ons that might reduce the timer based on how long it's actually going to be. And then if the hack has failed, they are revealed by Killer Instinct and are prevented from attempting another hack for a short period. Yep. Pretty much ties into what I would expect it to be. And their intention here is to reduce a greater degree of attention to hacking while offering a clear way for survivors to interact with Skull Merchant's kit in a meaningful way. Fair enough. In addition to her drones, Skull Merchant has another power that ties into her radar. While the name is currently to be determined, let's refer to it as a global detection power. Interesting, okay. Once this power is charged and activated, a global warning plays for not all players, but for all survivors for a short period afterwards. Any survivor who actively sprints is revealed on her radar. Of course, crouching, standing still, and hiding in lockers all prevent detection. Added to the intel provided by stealth drones around the map, this should help ensure killers are easily able to keep tabs on survivors' movement. Okay. So this says actively sprint. This isn't saying that it's also going to detect while walking or crouch walking. If it doesn't, that's fine. If it does, that's fine. Not really getting too specific about it. Like, I don't really mind it either. With our rationale above, we want survivors to have a clear understanding of what's happening when they face Skull Merchant. Fair enough. And then there's some more, but you could obviously pause and read that. And then for a tentative release, we're currently evaluating the timeline for Skull Merchant's rework, but do envision it being quite far out as our primary focus is on driving quality of life updates. Once we have a timeline to share, we'll be sure to keep you informed via future design preview updates. Quite a bit to take in. How do you feel about this rework? I want to hear from you. Jump into our survey and share your thoughts right here. Please go out, fill out the survey. Like, if the more information you give to behavior, the more they can fix this killer. Please do the survey, I beg of you. And obviously, see you in the fog. Alright, so, looking to the rework a little bit more, I'm super excited for the drones causing survivors to lose a health state. That adds so much more interactive gameplay for the Skull Merchant. And this is going to be so funny to just take control of the drones and just go, "Meow." And all of a sudden you just blow up a survivor for a health state. That's really cool. That is very, very rewarding if you're able to get that down. I'm so excited to see what players are actually going to do with this and how much time people are going to put in. I know a lot of players are pretty, how do I put this, dedicated to playing some killers. And some of the Skull Merchant mains would find this to be pretty cool, I think. I think someone who doesn't play Skull Merchant, I'm definitely going to be picking her up if this stays a thing, because this is funny to me. And then obviously we have the global detection power. That also seems interesting. We just need a bit more info to see how this is going to work out, you know? But that's it from me. I'm quite a big fan of this rework. I'm not gonna lie to you. This rework is pretty spot on creativity. Behavior getting creative is a rare sight, and to see them do it with the most disliked killer in the whole game is definitely a warm and welcome sight to see. Quite a big fan of all this. But obviously that's it for me. What do you guys think about this new update for the Skull Merchant coming on later this year, presumably? Let me know what you think. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Obviously, this is a pretty big update for one of the most disliked killers in the whole game. So yeah, leave a like, subscribe, let me know what you think. Please do the survey. And with that out of the way, I'll get you guys later. Peace out.